Kai Cenat's Mafiathon 3 is not living up to his expectations. Shout out Ohmeezzy, shout out Annoyed, and Issachip _on Twitch. Let's get into it. Ooh, Ohmeezzy.
I ain't gonna lie, the Mafiathon thing that Kai doing right now, that's boring. And y'all be saying DDG boring. DDG is not boring. Kai.
Why did this nigga just randomly decide to ride DDG dick? I'm so confused. Who's saying DDG boring? Now, I don't know. Do y'all watch DDG streams, bro? Like, I be popping in. I follow DDG on Twitch, but I don't be watching his streams like that. But that nigga sometimes be having content. Now, the women content getting tiring. Yeah, but like, niggas said I sound like niggas in chat when I say that, bro. I'm just being real.
Mafiathon 3 is not giving what I needed to give. Like, I don't want to watch Kai be a celebrity. I want to watch Kai be Kai.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like the reason Mafiathon or Kai's Cenat little stream is not
Man, let me see something.
is because streaming is becoming oversaturated. And it's like, it's not.
Who is this?
No more. That's why.
Yo, am I entertaining still? Am I the same is shit?
I don't watch no streamers because it's like, why would I sit there on my phone or TV or whatever watching
is this like a
regular person, regular human being for 24 hours?
For the most part, you can tell who's the genuine guest, like Marlon, Ray J, etc. But for the rest of them, no. They all up there trying to promote what they got going on, bro. God, get the guest.
Y'all know what I'm glad to see though? Y'all know what I'm glad to see? Yo, I'm glad to see my nigga Chris Patrick is finally getting his his flowers. Goddamn, niggas finally starting to see him, bro.
Sitting on a stream with David Cobb, bitch. I deserve it.
Like, now this not his best shit, but like niggas blazing this shit. I guess I'm not good at everything. I'm saying, bro, like I'm saying, bro, like why you trying to like we not good at rapping? Hey, yo, Ace, we can work together as a collective, bro.
Of Mafiathon, his take on what a subathon is, and on the way people have been very critical about the stuff that's being placed onto screen for them to view. Now, there's a growing sentiment that the streaming bubble is going to burst. We've covered it on this channel before, and that does mean that Kai Cenat may be susceptible to some of the same things that we claimed other streamers are going through.
Yeah, some of the best card gamers.
Conversations about lack of energy from the Clover Boys, if the celebrities are on the stream and they aren't doing a darn thing, that begging for subs is not necessarily the route to go. And that overall, there's just a general fatigue of these big.
Yo, where's stretch that so we can get this nigga banned?
I've seen no good clips.
Delete my shit. I can't, bro.
Like I've seen maybe like the Doris brothers, cool. Money Wayne, cool. But like other clips, it's just straight chaos, straight yelling at each other, straight crashing out. Kai being upset about the outcome of everything. Like I just keep seeing little clips of like crash outs, them just yelling at each other for no reason.
I can't delete it, bro.
Upset, aggravated, and his energy is just not the same as the other Mafiathons. Like his energy is just giving like wrap this shit up right now.
Let's take a look at some of the people's complaints and see if we can find out if Mafiathon 3 is a failure and if this is an indication as to what is going on in the WL black side of streaming going forward into the future. I think one of the main problems that people are having in this conversation is that they were so ramped up off of the high of Kai's past streams, and they're using that as a comparison tool for what's to come into the future. I'm a numbers man, and when I pull up the charts, it seems as though Kai is either on pace or even outpacing his past streams over the last few years, like comparing it to Mafiathon 2. So if the numbers are there, it has to be something greater. Maybe it's a quality problem. Maybe that's what people are saying.
Now, I don't be in your streams 24/7. Nowhere do I really even be in them bitches. I just be seeing clips, but everybody saying your shit look the same because of the clips. Kai Cenat mad at Reggie. Rakai did something crazy. It's the same shit over and over.
When it comes to the quality of the stream, there's been an ongoing conversation about who Kai has featured on his streams. There's two separate paths to go into this conversation. One, there is a guest issue. Everybody's starting to understand that Kai Cenat is a big name, big face in all of social media, all of mainstream media, all of these communities. And to be honest with you, he is a perfect place and space for you to get an ad on, whether it's music, whether it's a movie that you're working on, whatever production or project that you have going on.
I'm finna get double cheeseburger now because you, but I do. Why are you getting double cheeseburgers?
Ultimately promote your brand, but that kind of takes away from what people thought was the genuineness of the guest.
This Mafiathon ain't really hidden. It feels like the last Mafiathon, but a remix. The first one, yeah, they had celebrities come in. But now it feels like everybody's coming in for like a promo run. Like it's people that like they come and then they drop something like right when they show up. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand people got things to sell, but it feels like they're coming on Kai's stream to literally just sell something, and that's kind of alarming to me. I'm not jacking it. It feels like they're just using.
Now, Kai has become the person that you kind of have to come and sit down with. If you want to,
I've never had that. Where's that? Is that close? Is that close to me?
World, if you kind of want to get lit.
Yo, Jamil, we gotta hit the field, bro.
You want people to see your face if you got a project going on. And I feel like it's kind of translating, especially because a lot of the people that are showing up
are only
there for maybe 30 to 45 minutes at a time.
Now, there are times in which the blend can be made and it actually fit pretty well. Like when Marlon Wayans came on, it was a very funny and interactive moment. One that I think a lot of people like the clips from. But he was also putting out some sort of project. It kind of made sense. He had a project, he's funny, they had a genuine blend and bond, and it went together. Then there seems to be sometimes where there's a random celebrity that comes on, and really they just have no purpose to be in there, but Kai just genuinely finds them funny, or the space is kind of funny. Kind of like Ray J or whatever. And this is very foundational for streaming and content creation. Content creation and streaming and YouTube videos, Instagram, all that stuff is supposed to be this genuine and authentic conversation between people. You know, it almost feels like there's this community going on, that parasocial effect. It doesn't seem like this overproduced, pay-to-win type of program like major network news, television shows, etc., etc. So I think a lot of people have problems when fourth walls are being broken down, or when it lacks a little bit of authenticity in that regard, like when you go on the Jennifer Hudson show or whatever the case may be. Now, I get why
why is Jennifer Hudson so popular? Like, what the fuck does she do? Like, she just recording niggas dancing down the tunnel when she got famous? Like, I'm dead confused.
Do it, but it takes away from, you know, being in a room, taking the hot chip challenge, and I feel like I'm connecting with you because you're doing it too. I think another big problem that people are observing
you have no idea.
Is not just the celebrities.
Bro, I don't know who she is, bro. I'm asking a question. Like, what the fuck? Niggas have no knowledge, and like...
that are on the stream, but his friend group that is on the stream. I saw a note about there being a lack of A&P, which I understand that they have a lot of stuff going on. That's one of his groups, but he does have the Clover Boys. But, and we've covered it before, this iteration of the Clover Boys seems a little bit different. It just, I don't know. It's just a lot going on.
90% of the time, it feels like Kai's babysitting his friends, a little odd. Group of people, but they all can't get their act together. Somebody's either fighting, somebody's crashing out, somebody's beefing.
I feel like at this point, Kai should just like kick them out, because you spoke to Ray how many times? Everybody else want to sleep, everybody else want to get high. Reggie got a health issue. Just send them all home.
Now, I've covered the Clover Boys before in a previous video, and there's been a couple incidents that have definitely had people scratching their head. You know, the fight that they went on with the whole Dez and Rakai situation, where Dez literally dropped a slur, almost getting Kai Cenat clapped off of a platform. And then their sudden addiction to weed that's just taking over their whole lives. But now today there's a new thing. There's a lack of energy in the vicinity that the Clover Boys are in, and it's even being noticed by Kai Cenat himself.
If you don't want to do it, Ray, if you dead ass don't want to do it, and you don't want to, and you want to sleep, then go sleep. I'm gonna go find somebody else. I'm gonna just find people that want to do it.
Yo, Kyle, I'll do it. 5 bands.
That's what you want. If you want to do,
I don't even
sleep.
smoke.
That's how you moving. You feel me? And I'm not gonna take it as no hard feelings. But if that's what you want to do, that can be it.
Only thing wrong with Kai's Mafiathon 3 is the fact that everybody is not like engaged. I just feel like throughout the whole thing, you feel me, with Mafiathon 2, everybody did everything. So like with every segment, everybody was there. I feel like this one, like obviously Reggie's sick, and I guess other people TikToks don't watch Twitch. But like when celebrities
they probably just seeing
nobody be there. Like
this one can be chalked up to internal issues. Now I definitely can't solve this, and this is ultimately a very, very big commitment. But everybody should know what's at stake here. I mentioned it in the Clover Boys videos, but a lot of their revenue is still tied to Kai Cenat. So if you do have to put up with this for 30 days, albeit an extremely hard task, I think it goes very much under the radar how hard this is. This is an extremely hard task, but you do have to perform. Otherwise, I don't know, being expelled from this type of community is not very forgiving, to be quite honest with you. We've seen streamers fall off because they did not take things seriously at the time, and it ultimately backfired on them in the long run. Now, one of the elephants in the room to be addressed, and y'all probably might not like my opinion on this, but this conversation about Kai Cenat having Mafiathon 3 really be Begathon 3.
I ain't gonna lie, we can literally go for 500,000 right now. Steals and deals. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If they hit 500K right now, sleep outside.
500K right now, we will sleep outside.
Water beds, nigga. 500K. Oh my God, water beds. Water beds.
Bro, Kai is fuck. Yo, just wrap up this summer for now.
500K for water beds? That's still comfortable.
About 6 bars came in. Okay. Like why has streaming come to, game? Why the fuck are you a robot hitting me when these niggas gifts? Like, bro, we humanity. Let's stay together.
Bro, I seen that this morning, bro.
Now, bro, Nah. He's getting desperate, bro. He's getting desperate. He knows this is the worst subathon ever. I ain't gonna lie. The first subathon, that shit hit different. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna lie.
Kai, bro.
Get this UK nigga out my ear.
Wrap it up, bro. This is just a beggar fun at this point, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
Now, I generally don't like this sentiment, and I investigated where it all
Beggar
originated
fun.
from. At a certain point in time in Mafiathon, the timer started to dwindle low. Now, that's something that I've never seen before, and it can also be seen as an indictment as to what's going on with Cenat and the whole Mafiathon experiment this go around. Like, normally, I've never seen a streamer's timer go low and they had to cancel it, but in order to continue for the stream to go on, Cenat had to pull in some tactics, you know, some big brain level tactics in order to get the ball rolling.
I'm matching subs right now. I owe y'all 1,500 out of what? 6,000. We almost there. I gave y'all 10 minutes for subs, and I had to match y'all. Welcome to Steals and Deals. Doing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are at the final hour of the subathon. Technically not the final hour of the subathon. This ends at day 30 if the timer goes off. If that timer hits 0, I'm repeating to everybody. If that timer hits 0, chat, the stream ends.
Oh my god, this is how I was doing the last 5 minutes of my subathon, bro. That nigga Issachip be like, yo, I'll see you $20 later, bro. No. That shit was ended, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga would've sent the 20 then? Nah, I probably still would've been live for a little minute. That shit ended, bro. I was dead, bro. No service, bro. Nah, I'm knowing again.
But if it don't hit 0,
hey, we still got that 20 though.
Sub is
man, his word.
3 seconds. But
yo, the Panthers. Remember when Ace Pagey was Yo, if the Panthers keep winning, bro, Cam might get taken down on the leaderboard, bro. Cam, you gonna get taken down, bro? You gonna get taken down, Cam?
I'm about to use a power hour.
Yo, I'm here.
For a whole entire hour, the seconds of a sub are double.
And he's had to introduce those tactics multiple times throughout the stream in order to extend the length of how long the subathon goes. Which, again, a lot of people would look into and say, yo, this is a testament as to it going down. This feels like he's begging. This feels like et cetera, et cetera. I think that this is just an indictment on streaming culture as a whole. I think the crux of a lot of it is quote-unquote begging culture, quote-unquote. He's a live entertainer. This goes to a good cause. And ultimately, if you have an issue with just like the general notion of donating to a streamer as a whole, I think that that's perfectly fine. But I wouldn't overall, you know, say that this whole thing is a begathon. Because if that theory exists, then isn't every subathon a begathon? I think one of the biggest indictments and criticism that I have, and these
5-day begathon coming soon,
over, you know, those of others, is that there is an authenticity problem.
I'm gonna do a graduation-a-thon, so when I graduate, I gotta stream for the like 7 days of that week of me graduating and take y'all with me on every graduation event, and every sub is gonna be worth 20 minutes so I can pay for my college tuition.
When it comes to streaming, and
but then I pull out.
You veer away from.
You gonna do it before the carathon or after? Probably after the carathon, because the carathon gonna be too crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That
people are not feeling connected with the content creator anymore.
I'm gonna do a graduation-a-thon, bro.
It's the reason why they cut
the
cords.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When the carathon start, bro, we can do it like what?
Everything felt inauthentic, overproduced.
June?
It felt like a television show. It was ultimately a big place for ads just to be. But the closer and closer you move to that as a content creator, you start to lose that audience that did ultimately gravitate towards that.
That felt like a big sleepover.
I don't want to tell you yet. All right, bet.
Right. You'd always see Duke getting full, Phantom doing his Phantom text every time. I like putting his streams in the background as I work. And those streams kind of reminded me of just the times when I would have sleepovers with my friends to do stupid shit back when I was
Ace, come to TwitchCon. I mean, come to DreamCon, bro.
What I say is an overall Mafiathon 3 is a failure. No, to be quite honest with you, Cenat is still.
When is it? I don't know. I think it's July.
A million subs.
I might go low key.
Whatever his ultimate.
And I'm doing his Phantom text.
Plus, you know, viewership.
Niggas want to see
followership. Plus all these different.
Yo, what's good, Geezy?
He's on pace to do all those things. And to be honest with you, one way or not, he's gonna get it. I think that people can recognize and probably should be okay with the fact that they might have grown out of some sort of content, and maybe that's not for them. But to do the whole like sweeping indictment thing, that's where I kind of probably
thank you.
Because for the most part, I feel like this
nigga. I guess I'm taking you, bro. I'm already trying to do two tickets, my nigga. 3? Fuck out of here.
just a higher.
Hell no, I got paid too many Twitch. I got too many Twitch outs. I'm gonna get you
which
jump.
Is ultimately
what
the end goal. I think that a lot of content creators,
bro, they ain't about to
start
take me,
doing
bro. I'm broke.
content for a couple different reasons, but probably one of the main ones is that they saw something on a big screen and want to replicate it for themselves. And with the capital and ability through brands and sponsorships, if Kai can pull that off, if Duke can pull that off, if I can pull that off, if any content creator can pull that off, they're most likely gonna pull that. But do I think
I'm bringing Miss Icin
that Kai Cenat and streaming as a whole is void of criticism? Absolutely not. I think we have set a dangerous precedent, and this is probably
I don't think she ever been out of
Baltimore of what people have been talking about for a long time. And there is a level of streaming
possible college campus football game love.
I've covered it in another video, so I'm not going to belabor the point here, but there's a mix of a bunch of different problems that is plaguing the streaming community, and it's all coming to head right now. I do wonder what's going to happen in the future. Summerthons, I think FaZe has one coming up next month, and the events to precede this, but it seems like a lot of people are looking to get more.
Bro, I'm going to be at DreamCon,
get into more niche and different spaces, because doing the same things that they've been doing for the past
every day, bro,
has been deemed as burnt out, and I think
I'm my ass home
from the viewer
bro,
side
what
and
the
honestly
fuck?
from the creator side are honestly tired.
Bro, come
it's
on.
starting to feel more like
I was about to say something so crazy.
Us watching a television show as opposed to, you know, just kicking back with a dude from New York that I can relate to as a dude from Atlanta, Georgia. A dude, and I'm a dude, and we can kick back and relax. The slumber party thing. The lady already said it. But let me know what you guys think. If you think that this is like a big problem with streaming as a whole, not just the content, I think that there's an issue with just content.
Bro, can't know he bringing this girl. This is just out of context. Click me.
It's a YSL. It's a PDE. That's my old team. It's a TBT.